Good afternoon to you all. I pray that you're feeling blessed and highly favored on today. Getting right into things. This evening's conversation will be about one Cam Thomas, who is a young player for the Brooklyn Nets. And he recently made media headlines by being fined $40,000 for using what has now become, we'll just say, a derogatory homosexual slur will be the way that we'll pronounce that, and so, or the way we'll say that. Now, for a long time coming, the LGBTQ community has wielded a tremendous amount of power. Them and Jews. There's no other group of people or organization that will get you out of here quicker, that will cancel you faster. Maybe women as well, if you go against or say the wrong thing about women. But making any statements about the LGBTQ community at all, or saying anything that can be deemed as disrespectful to that particular organization, can be career suicide if you're somebody. And so I knew the first time that I actually saw this was when Kobe Bryant, many years ago, RIP to the legend. But the camera actually caught him mouthing the word. The referee did something that Kobe didn't like. I think he called him for a foul, or he fouled out, something like that. And he mouthed the word, the F word. He mouthed it out to the referee, and he had to come out and issue an apology about that. Now, I think I was still young when this happened. Well, I'm still young now, but I think like a teenager when this happened. And so I remember thinking, like, what? Kobe had to come out and issue an apology for saying this word? Like, he ain't even say nothing all the way left. Like, you know what I mean? That wasn't that bad in my mind. Like, to where Kobe Bryant, at this time, he was the biggest dog in the NBA, had to come out and apologize for saying this. I'm like, wow. And so, fast forward till today, to where the statement, and I'm about to play the clip, but the statement that it uses was popularized in the 2000s by Cameron, Dipset, Wayne. Everybody used to say this particular phrase that the gentleman is about to say. And even to this day, you know, when something can be, it's either pause or what he's about to say. And so it's only two words to utilize to say when something can be interpreted that way, and folks is looking like, oh, what you talking about, big dog? You know what I mean? It's either that or pause. Pause myself. You know what I mean? Like, we not with that. We not on that movement. This is how straight men talk. But one of my biggest takeaways from this conversation is, and which I'll double back on at the end and speak on it, is black men all the way around. Just when a camera or a microphone is in your face, treat this like the job that it is. Cut all the hood vernacular off, and he not even talking crazy. You know, he come from a good family, like a good background. He look like he knows better, but he's still just a young, hip youth, is what it looks like to me. And so when he said this statement, it didn't come across as malicious at all to me. But he slipped around and said it, thinking it ain't really nothing. But the only thing is, white folks have infiltrated the culture. So they know all the little terms, everything that we used to say and things like this. They know all the words and phrases because they have been indoctrinated via the music and YouTube. If you want to know anything about the black culture, just go to YouTube and just listen to whatever little rapper popping, and you're going to know all the terms. There's nothing sacred for us anymore. There's no way for us to speak in code or anything to that effect. We've been officially infiltrated by every other culture in the world. And so with that being said, let's go ahead and see what the young brother said that got him fined $40,000.
Good look, because you guys were lacking that?
I seen it, but I was like, man, he just talking for the last. We already had good-looking dudes, no homo. But you know how it go.
All right. I'm sure the legal office will enjoy that one. Spencer, you guys have obviously...
I want you to pay attention how the reporter actually gave the signal to find this man, because and reporters are good for that. They almost kind of give the signal every time. If you even look back to the Kyrie Irving incident, it wouldn't have been that big of a deal until a reporter brought it up and asked him how he thought that made the Jewish community felt. Was he anti-Semitic? Basically blew it out of proportion and made it way bigger than what it was. A reporter did that. Kyrie tried to shut it down. Why are you trying to dehumanize me? It was just a post. It wasn't that serious. No, I'm going to ask you. I have a right to ask you, Kyrie. Made it way bigger than what it was. Here again, we see this white reporter acting all friendly in your face like it's all good. Hey, I'm cool. Hey, what's going on? And then gave the official signal to go ahead. Hey, why would you have to follow up with that? Like, the man, okay, he said no homo. Word. I'm sure the league office will have a good time with that one. Bro, what you mean? And see, this young brother, he not on it like that. I would have caught that immediately. Like, hold on, what you mean? They finna have a good time with that, man. I ain't saying that. I would have had to, I would have had to make up for that in some way, form, or fashion if that did slip out of my mouth, especially on this stage. However, in the nutshell, all of this can be avoided. I think sometimes, especially when you get on a grand scale and you start getting money, I think sometimes that we forget the fact, especially from a league standpoint or from a rapper standpoint, you forget that you actually represent a brand. You actually have bosses. You actually have people that you represent and people that are over you in these respective regards. You're the man to your people. You're the man to your family, to your friends, to your associates. But you're just a cog in the wheel in the grand scheme of things. And they will cut your water off. They will find you and you will conduct yourself how we want you to conduct yourself, in other words. And so you can always avoid this by simply remaining PC or politically correct at all times. When the camera's on your face, when you step outside of your home, after you leave out from being around your friends or your girlfriend, this, that, and the third, it's instantly time to cut that PC shit on. Like, I think LeBron James does that the best out of everybody. All throughout his career, it should be definitely applauded that he's never been involved in any scandal. He's never been fined for any type of language. He know not to mess with the LGBT community. That type of stuff don't even come out of his mouth. He's just extremely intelligent when it comes down to handling the media. One of the best, well-trained media personalities that we've ever witness, and I don't think there will be too many like LeBron after that, because you typically, especially when the camera's in your face, as much as it has been in LeBron's face, he hasn't had any slip-ups. And you gotta applaud him for that. And so it's just a lesson to the young man, a little $40,000 lesson, which I'm sure he'll bounce back from. He probably had to come out, issue an apology, and let everybody know he ain't mean nothing by it, But to all my youth out there, especially if you do find yourself in a position where you have a voice, where you have a platform, man, make sure when the cameras is on, unless you're a paid media personality, to say racy things. And even at that point, there's still certain things that you can't say once you get to a high enough level. But in this particular case, man, cut off all the hood shit immediately, all the little hip, cool vernacular, and immediately talk PC. Talk as if you are conducting yourself or if you're around white folks at all times. Conduct yourself to where you understand that you'll be looking foolish, letting coonish remarks come out of your mouth. They don't understand it. They look down upon it. They'll laugh with you and act like it's all gravy. They'll even use it in jest, but they still look at you like a buffoon. So definitely keep your vocabulary right. Keep it tight at all times, and know that you represent yourself. Have dignity for yourself. Have respect for yourself. Be a credit to your people, and conduct yourself with honor and integrity. And so, it's a large responsibility. To whom much is given, much is required, man. So, just a little lesson in that, But that's my take on everything. Shout out to all my white folks, too. If you watch this channel, you're white folk, man. Hey, I love you. You know what I'm saying? Keep on supporting the channel. You feel me? I just had to talk to my people right quick. Let them know what's going on. You know what I mean? Because it is a little different, But with that, peace and blessings to everybody under the sound of my voice. And, of course, until next time, certainly, take care.